Good afternoon, students. This is the another topic of Unit 5, HR and IR issue in IHRM. This is again an important topic in which we will discuss what are the different HR practices, or we can say the IR practices which we have to discuss in international human resource management. So basically we will start from there are various IR and HR issues which we have to take care in international human resource management. So the one is which is very important is conflict management. So managing the conflict, who is dealing with the international human resource management is very important. Here there are 5 issues upon which we will discuss today. Okay, who should handle labor relations, headquarter or the subsidiary in the concerned country. This is the main issue which we have to discuss. Is suppose there is a conflict in handling the labor relations, IR issues are there, and there is no cordial relationship between the management and the employees in the subsidiaries or in the headquarters. So who will handle the issues? The policies will be obey of the headquarters as well as the subsidiary. So this is the main issue which comes into the IR and HR. Next is trade union tactics. What will be the tactics of the trade union? How the trade union will manage the employee? What are the different factors? What are the different ways by which trade union will tackle their issues, their problems, and how they will put or create their demands towards the management. Next is political issues are very much there. How IR industrial relation will manage that political issues which comes into the headquarter or in the subsidiaries. Next is social and identity, how the identity will be maintained and how the people will be social in the subsidiary as well as in the headquarter. And power and knowledge, how the power will be distributed, how people will acknowledge the gain what they will have in the organization at the subsidiary level as well as in the headquarter level. So we will discuss it one by one. So the first slide is related with attribute of overall peaceful IR in India, especially MNCs. So in Indian scenario, the present status is very unique on account of record for peaceful industrial relation in the recent past. In the recent past, this is an account of the boom witnessed in the economy and globalized petrolocated down to industrial workers in the form of increased emoluments and amenities. Yes, the amenities and the emolument which are giving their employees are far better than the previous one. Previously what happened, they treat their employees as the substitute of producing the raw material only. They are one of the resources by which organization fulfill their goals. But now the amenities or the benefits, perks, allowances which are giving to the employees are far better. Workers themselves have recognized themselves the futility of waging strikes or resorting of work stoppage. Now पहले strikes are at very fast है ना, बहुत ज़्यादा लेवल पर ट्रिमेंडस लेवल पर हुआ करती थी पहले स्ट्राइक्स पर, लेकिन आजकल वेजिंग स्ट्राइक्स इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं होती हैं बिकॉज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड द रीज़न वाई इंटरनेशनल परस्पेक्टिव हैज़ बीन underrepresented and they are treating their employees as a resource too. Business process outsourcing, companies deploy both exclusive और inclusive strategies to prevent unionization. Unionization को prevent करने के लिए both exclusively और inclusively company are deploying, है ना, their issues, their public there. And employees of today's are better educated and have better awareness about competition, quality, MNCs and work ethics. And they employees are treated how they can give their best to the organization, and strike is the least preferred choice for employees as of now. In पहले क्या होता था, strike is the only weapon which is having employees for them, but now strike is the least preferred choice for the employees. The middle class youth are enjoying the lifestyles. Finally, proactive HR technique encourage a more individualistic approach as compared to collective approach to grievance redressal. Initially क्या होता था कि when if a individual is putting his or her problem, तो management उतना ध्यान उस पर नहीं देती थी. So what the employees do, they put their demands collectively, so they do collective bargaining so that management उनकी सुने. Now individual approach is also giving concerned, so that कंबाइंड जाने की बजाय या फिर कलेक्टिवली अप्रोच करने की बजाय एम्प्लॉय इज बिलीविंग इन इंडिविजुअल अप्रोच ऑल्सो. Now resultant evaluation and change on account of attributes. Number one, That is very true. Highly educated and skilled workforce are now there. Employees are skilled, they know for what they are in the organization, they know their goals clearly, they know okay, yes, they are the resource in the organization. So they are highly educated and skilled workforce. They are conscious towards their work, toward their value and their ability for which they are in the organization. Next is more evolved organization philosophies that treats its employee as a assets and stable holder in achieving organizational objectives. Yes, it is true. Employee friendly welfare measure, जितने भी welfare measure companies adopting nowadays, all are the employee friendly. They are benefits, prerequisites which are making an employee resist in the organization. They all are retaining tool. They make their employee retain in the organization. So see, this company know कि एक एम्प्लॉय दो एम्प्लॉय को हायर करने से अच्छा हम पुराने किसी तीन एम्प्लॉयज को रिटेन करके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में रखें. दे कैन गिव देयर बेस्ट टू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एनकरेजिंग एम्प्लॉय encouraging employees voice in managing organizational process through cross cultural team, constant feedback from employee to employer and vice versa. Yes, compensation is also very fairly in proportion to transparent policies that reward skills and performance. Compensation is again very fair and everything is transparent. Employees are understanding too. Increasing use of remuneration devices like ESPOs, employee stock options are now. They are profit sharing and gain sharing incentive plans that instill a sense of ownership in the organization. All these perks, benefits, and and all these remuneration devices are being provided to the employees so that they feel themselves as the part of the organization. That organization is yours, and it is being told to the employee time to time that you are the part of the organization. You are not merely working here, you are the part of the employee. Next is key issues in IIR. Key issues in IIR are very issues who should handle labor relations. As I told you very initially कि जो जितने भी labor relations हैं वो headquarter level पर will be solved or subsidiary will be solved. Subsidiaries will having their own rules and regulations. Sometimes headquarters are having their own rules and regulations. So it depends कि who will handle and as per whose rules and regulations IR issues will be handled. Action Union can undertake to regain, consolidate, and play a critical role. ITUs are international trade unions. They have to discuss all these issues. Number one, improvement in recruitment. There should be an improvement in recruitment, as we have told in the previous slide also. Now the employees are more empowered. They know better for what they are in the organization. Their role clarity is more clear than previous employees. Develop work centers. We have to develop work centers either in subsidiaries or in the headquarters. Union need to pool resources via mergers. A union को they need pool resources should be there. Lobby for restrict national legislation. Yes, there should be a restriction of national legislation. अगर कोई subsidiary भी है, subsidiary के rules and regulation so has to be taken in care. International trade secretaries should be there who take care all the international practices which is being used or adopted in the international level. Using the good offices of international organization. Offices should be good and it should be practical enough. Actions organization can undertake to ensure maintaining cordial industrial relationships. See, if we want that our subsidiary or the headquarter maintain peace in their working culture, in their organization or in their organizational hierarchy, so they must understand what there should be a cordial relationship among the employees who are working in the organization. So there are different points which is being considered for maintaining the cordial relationship between the employees. To overcome the national differences in economic, political and legal system causing different labor relations system across countries, multinationals should delegate the management of labor relation to their subsidiaries. The power of taking decisions should be distributed among the subsidiaries. Only headquarters should have a watch on it, and all the subsidiaries will follow their own rules and regulations as per their host country and are to maintain the peace among the employees. Multinational managers should set up an international human resource management approach according to the national condition of each subsidiary. Yes, it is true कि जो मल्टीनेशनल मैनेजर्स हैं, एज पर देयर सब्सिडरीज, एज पर देयर होस्ट कंट्री, they has to understand and they have to make a setup of the IR and HR issues of their domestic country. Multinational manager choose should have prior experience in labor relations. Who is having should मल्टीनेशनल मैनेजर वो होना चाहिए जिसके पास पहले से प्रायर एक्सपीरियंस हो लेबर रिलेशंस को हैंडल करने का. Multinational management attribute or ideologies concerning union must play an important role in international trade union. Yes, multinational management attribute or ideologies should also take care for managing the employees at the international labor relations. So thank you students, thanks for it, thanks, and this much in this particular topic. The last topic of this unit is corporate social responsibility, and sooner I will just share that video with you also, and I have sent you a one case study. Please do it and send it to me as soon as possible. Thank you.